Hi guys, today's Friday and Friday is for testing. So today I'm going to be testing. I'm going to be testing two beers. One of them being the Erdinger. You can see it's over here, and I'm going to be doing this test as slightly different. So you can see over here I've still got the two openers that I used previously. I wasn't so happy with their design. For me, it was a bit of a fail. So the emphasis of today's testing is not really on these two openers. I just want to use them to emphasize poor design versus good design, the the difference between form and function, and the ergonomics of a bottle opener. So for example, after today's test, these two openers won't be used. So the lifespan of a good design versus the lifespan of a bad design. So in addition to these two, I previously did a test on a cap opener. I opened a few beers and tested those to make sure the cap openers were working quite well. I then proceeded to order some additional cap openers online. Maybe my judgment could have been better, but yeah, it was all in the name of fun. And one of the additional cap openers that I have here, it's kind of a multifunctional opener. You can see over there it's got a number of different tools included in there. It also came with this bit that fits into here. Oops, that fits in. You can use it to undo screws. I think it's quite a nice idea, but if I'm going to buy a multi-tool, I'm going to buy a multi-tool. They're not that expensive, so you can get for relatively the same price, you can get a better multi-tool, and it's going to serve a better purpose. This is a bit uncomfortable if you're going to keep it in your pocket. It's going to poke into your legs, scratch your cell phone or whatever you have in your pocket, and it's not really that comfortable to hold. So if we take my beer, my Addinger, and you put it on the top here, you can see it doesn't even fit the cap properly. And if I try open, it really hurts my hand. It's got a bit of a bite, but it's really uncomfortable, and I can find a better cap opener to do the job. So this is going to go on the pile with the junk. The two additional, these two ones over here. I don't think I'm going to use these again. Another cap opener that I found online, it looked really cool. It's a chainsaw cap opener, bottle opener. You can see there you've got your teeth for representing the chainsaw, and you've got a skull on your cap here. It's quite solid design. It's quite heavy. It's quite bulky as well. I don't think I'll put this in my pocket. It's also uncomfortable to hold. So if you've got something in your pocket, it's probably going to scratch it or break it. So again, this is not something I think I would use. So I'm going to put it on the junk pile. But I think the design looks nice. But this is this is again to emphasize my form versus function. The form looks nice, but the functionality of this, it's pretty useless. But I still need to open my beer, so let's give it a go and see if we can get it going. Yeah, it did the job, but I don't know if you can see there, my hands it doesn't hurt, but if you want to open a beer, you want to enjoy it, it needs to be comfortable. This wasn't so comfortable. So let's put that over there. The reason I did this, like I said, I wanted to emphasize good design versus bad design, and the lifespan of a good design. So these, as I see it, are bad designs. I don't think they're going to have a good lifespan. Certainly for me, I won't use them again, so they're not going to have a long lifespan. Another bottle opener that I want to show you, I'm going to be testing it with a Flensburger beer. This is a beer that's coming out of northern Germany. It's coming from a town called Flensburg on the border between Denmark and Germany. And the cap opener is actually built into the cap. So you can see it's quite a basic design. You've got a wire frame. And at the top, you've got a porcelain cap with a rubber seal. So this is not unique to Flensburg beer. It was, I think, invented or patented around the 1800s in the US. I don't think it's coming from the US, but it was patented there, like most things are patented in the US, but they're not originating from the US. I think this was originally used for preserving fruits and jams, so it wasn't used for alcohol. I think most of the alcohol in those days were sealed with a cork, and then later on they had this sort of design and also twist caps, and then later on something like this. So it's a really simple design, but it's a really efficient and really functional. I think in most countries they don't use it because the production of this is probably it's more complicated to produce a cap like this than a cap like the normal cap that you get on your beer, and it's possibly also more expensive. In European countries, I know in Germany, your bottles, after you finished with it, you don't throw it away. They're recycled. You take it to the shop and you get some money for it. So it keeps on recycling, and you don't throw the bottle away. So although something like this might be more expensive than a normal cap like this, it's going to be reused multiple times. And I think the design of this is also part of the marketing. So let's give this a go and try open it. You can see the design is really simple. If I hold my thumbs against the wire frame, and I just put some force against there, the cap is going to pop off, and we're going to hear a bit of a pop sound, similar to what we had with the cap boom, but this is built into the actual bottle. So let's give that a go. Boom. You see that? That was really awesome. Easy to do. And the cap still stays attached. And the nice thing about this, I still have a beer over here that I need to finish. So if I want to close this Flensburger and drink it at a later stage, all I do is I put the lid in over here, put some force over here, and it's closed. If I want to open it again, I can just pop it open. I think this is a really simplistic design, and you don't need to carry an extra can opener or bottle opener. It's really easy, and when you want to close it, you just shut it closed like this. For me, this is a really innovative way of opening a beer bottle, and I think it's going to be around for a lot longer than me. And yeah, I think for me this is a win. But again, as usual, the real test is going to be in the taste.